Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here, and welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. I am grateful to be here, and I am glad to be here. Who's your hero? Who is your hero? Recently, I had the opportunity to read a transcript of a book soon to be released by Ben Hardy. You know, Ben wrote the book, Willpower Doesn't Work, one of the best books I've read in a long time. It's impacted my life. I've shared it with many of you. This one will be rather even more impactful, is my prediction. There was a part of the book that caught my attention when he referenced Matthew McConaughey. And I recalled Matthew McConaughey's acceptance speech for the Oscars in 2014. He said basically that there's three things that I need each day. He said I need something to look up to, I need something to look forward to, and I need someone to chase. He said I look up to God, I look forward to my family, and I chase my hero. And he shares that when he was 15 years old, he had a very important person in his life that asked him, who is your hero? He said he thought about it. He said, well, it's me in 10 years. He says, so when I turned 25, she came back, same person, and she asked me, she said, well, are you a hero? He said, not even close. She asked me why. And he said, my hero is me now at age 35. And he talked about how every day, every week, every month that went by, his hero would always be him 10 years from then. And he also acknowledged that he says, I'm not going to obtain that. And that was fine with him because it gives me someone to keep chasing. Now that resonated with me, especially this time of the year. I don't know how it resonates with you. Lori, when I told her that my hero is going to be me 10 years from now, she said, that sounds a little egotistical. And I said, well, you know, there's very few things that have impacted me the way that this has recently. Every choice I make now, I'm asking myself, will this be me 10 years from now? You know, we've talked before about how every decision that we make is either a deposit or a withdrawal from our future. Every choice we make is a deposit or a withdrawal from our future. And so I've started to ask myself little things, little choices, not just big choices, little choices. Should I eat that extra piece of cake? Should I even eat that piece of cake? Is that going to be a deposit or withdrawal from my future? Should I work out today? Should I get up now? I'm starting to ask myself those questions. The other day I started to walk out. I was running just a titch late, as I occasionally do. I was running out of the hotel room, and I said to myself, well, I can say my prayers later. And I said, wait a second. Later is not a time that I'm aware of. And so I asked myself, is this a deposit or withdrawal of my future? And dropped to my knees, said my prayers, and went on my way. I feel like, right now, by sitting down and creating this image in my mind of what I will feel like and be like 10 years from now, can impact me this very day. I was coaching in Chicago last week, and I asked the question, is it possible that this month of December in 2019 could be the most important month for you in the decade, the next 10 years? And it very well could be if you can get a 10-year vision of yourself, that future self, and then ask yourself, what small step can I take today that will move me closer to that step? And see if it doesn't get you to make better choices. Maybe it's just to stay away from that next YouTube video that YouTube is trying to cram down your throat. Everybody's trying to make decisions for you. They put things out in front of you. Amazon says these are the 2 or 3 things that I think that you should buy right now. Well, is that decision, that choice, is that going to move you closer or farther away from yourself? Something to think about as we move into the last 2 weeks of this decade. I hope you have a meaningful week. Thank you for being here with me today, and I look forward to talking to you next week. Bye-bye.